Hey everybody, how's it going? This is the third or fourth time I'm trying to do this video. Um, and as you can see, it is not Final Fantasy IX Part 3 like my good friend Alice was wanting. I am trying to figure out, there is something wrong with the Midori mod. It's taking my dialogue and it's like speeding through the dialogue. Like, I don't know how to fix it. So, until I get that fixed, I decided that why not start another major Let's Play alongside Final Fantasy IX. And this is one, like, when I started Final Fantasy IX, I wasn't sure which one, because I really wanted to do 7 and 9. And I don't know why I didn't think about this in the first place, but, like, halfway through the second video of 9, I was like, I could just do another Let's Play alongside 9 and do 7. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to start Final Fantasy VII, and for any of you who has played the original and may not have a PC or know about mods, you may recognize that the title screen or the intro screen is totally different. And that is because we are using the 7th Heaven Mod Manager. Now what that is it adds different effects to the game. The ones that we will be using today are the Echo S7, I guess is what I'm going to just call it. It's a voice mod. So it gives the original game voice acting. We have the Cosmo Memory. It adds different sound effects to the game. So like if Cloud or somebody is walking on steel, it's going to sound like he's walking on steel. If he's walking on bricks, it's going to sound like he's walking on bricks. There's going to be, if you're in a place with traffic or like machinery, you're going to hear the machine, you're going to hear the traffic, you're going to hear birds chirping, you're going to hear it's one of the coolest mods on the game. I'm using different character mod things, so like, I mean, it's all the same characters, but it's going to make them pop out with the graphics. It makes the graphics just look a little more updated than pixelated. I'm hoping, I think, I forgot to look, but I'll look at the background. I think I got a mod for the background that upgrades the buildings and stuff a little bit, not too much. I'm using a 60 FPS FMV thing that makes the FMVs a lot smoother, a lot faster. There's a few more that I can't think off the top of my head. I may write them down and tell y'all in the next part. So today, depending on how things go, you will probably get 2 videos. You'll get part 1 of Final Fantasy VII and part 2 of Final Fantasy VII. It, just like I said, it depends on what I have going on. So, with all that being said, we are going to hop into this very exciting Let's Play. My commentary right now is, I think, is perfect. It may cut out, like, I may be like, yeah, I may lose things to talk about, but who knows, we'll see. Okay, yeah, I'm wasting time here. Let's go ahead and just jump in here. Welcome to Project Echo S. This mod has a few optional features that you may have missed inside 7th Heaven. If you haven't checked them before now, please be sure to do so. Double-click Echo S in your mod list and select the options you would like. Those options are on by default, but you may turn them on/off at any time. This mod was created by the entire community. Thank you to everyone that voiced NPCs for us. The quality may differ and vary from time to time, as the NPCs are not professional voice actors, and they do not all have amazing microphones, but we all did our best, so thank you all. I hope you enjoy the experience. And then it goes into bugs, and that's not a big deal. I haven't seen any bugs. And I will say the voice actors that voiced the characters are amazing. They were spot on with the characters and the voice actors. Like I said, with 9, if you watch the video, everybody in there is great. It's just the Zidane voice it just doesn't work for me. It's not like a big deal. It's not like I can't tolerate it. It just doesn't seem, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just overthink it, but in 7 they did amazing, awesome work. and these guys just they keep surprising us. Because I think they got one for 7, 8, and 9. So, and as you can see, that's what I was talking about. The graphics look a little bit better in the FMVs, and that is thanks to the 60 FPS FMV mod that I have installed. And yeah, so this one is going to take place kind of in, it kind of looks futuristic, but it's not really in the future. Oh man, this intro just gets me every time. Anytime I see it, I get excited. And I love watching people on YouTube who've never played it, that play it for the first time, to see their experience and hear about it throughout their gameplay. It's just, man, like, I had a friend who's not a big RPG fan. Like, I mean, he is, but like not a turn-based RPG. So like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, all that. And I recently got him to get Final Fantasy VII, and he is now obsessed with it, and he's loving it. Of course, I had to give him the mods though.
Get down here, Merc. You're up.
And I really, 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 for the life of me, hope that my mic stays connected this time. That's the only reason I've had to make this video over and over again. Alright, so let's go ahead and follow the guy. Oh, we're about to get into our first battle here. So Final Fantasy VII. Alright, we start with magic and attacks, and of course our item slots. Magic is what it sounds like. It's magic. So Thunder will shoot a thunderbolt up his ass, and then we want to watch because we have magic points, and every time you use magic, it wastes. It takes your your MP down. Then you have your limit break, which I will explain a little later when we get closer to having a limit. But yeah, so if you've never played this, please, man, I really hope you stick around for this video and you really enjoy it, and maybe think about trying it for yourself. Even without mods, it's still a great game.
Hard to believe we got a guy like you in a group like AVALANCHE.
So, what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? Thought they were the enemy.
He isn't Soldier anymore, Jesse. Besides, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. What was your name again?
Cloud Strife.
Cloud Strife, eh?
Not interested. Once this job's over, I'm out of here.
What did I just say? Told you to never move as a group. Our target's Mako Reactor 1. We'll rendezvous at the bridge in front of it. You better
run by holding cancel while using the direction buttons.
Alright, and as you can tell, the background graphics are working. The bricks are kind of popping out more, so it makes it a lot better looking. And there are random battles in Final Fantasy VII, just like any other Final Fantasy game. So if you run around enough, you'll end up in battle. We'll take care of these guys real quick. Just use normal attacks. We don't really want to waste the MP. They're weak enough that our sword will do enough damage. And there's some adjustments I want to do for battle, but we'll wait until we get another party member, and then we'll adjust it that way. So one more and he should be done. There we go. Now, I just noticed Cloud's mouth looks weird in battle. Let me see, I can't, well, I guess I can't see it in close up here, but that's alright. I may change his avatar to look somewhere else, or look different. But alright, now I'm gonna kind of go over the Cosmo memory. So let's walk slowly across this steel bridge. Can you hear? You can actually hear him running on steel. Shit, I forgot. Alright, yeah, so when he walks on steel, it sounds like he's walking on steel. The original without the mod would sound weird. Like, I don't even think there's sound effects or anything. I think it's just his footsteps that you hear. You don't hear the steel or anything. Oh, you want to use fire, buddy? Let me cool you off here. Let me go ahead and shove some snow up your ass here. There you go. And for you, I just got this big ass sword I can stick up your ass. There we go. Alright. So you heard how it sounds like when he's just walking across the bridge. Now let's run. You hear it sounds a lot faster, like a lot better. So it's cool that, you know, they took time to really go into detail about this stuff. And now that we're on, like, I guess it would be concrete or something, it sounds like he's on concrete.
So, soldier boy, this your first time in a reactor?
Did you forget? I did work for Shinra, remember?
Oh, I remember. I know full well that you've been Shinra's lapdog. Bet you guys just eat up everything they tell you, huh? Like what Mako is. Well, let me tell you what they won't. Mako's not just some energy source. It's the lifeblood of the planet. And Shinra's using all this crap to suck it dry.
You're not paying me to listen, so save it.
You right. Looks like we gotta keep Lapdog on a tight leash.
Alright, so we just got our second party member, Barrett. Let's go over some things here. So, I want to change the order here. I want to move Cloud from the back row to the front row. Yes, he will take more damage up front, but because he has a short range weapon, he's going to do more damage up front. And Barrett, I'm going to keep him in the back because his arm is a machine gun and he will do more damage in the back, but the benefit of keeping him in the back is he won't take as much damage. So there is pros and cons about moving up front, but Cloud is going to be strong enough that keeping him in the front ain't really going to fucking do jack shit to him. It's not really going to hurt him as much. Barrett, I mean, it's the same thing. You could keep him up front, you know, but you're going to lose the extra attack power if you move him up front. There is a weapon for him later on in the game that will be a little bit more better, I think. Well, not really, but you can, if you decide to use it, you can move him up front because it's a short range. Like, he will run up and attack the enemies like it's a melee weapon. But for right now, and for the majority of the game, we will just keep him in the back row along with another character. And speaking of characters, let's go over what I plan on doing in this video. In this video, I do plan on picking up every optional side character. I plan on doing every optional side boss. I do plan on getting a majority of the items in the game, but not a lot of them, because a majority of them, and if you hear Snapchat, I'm sorry, but a majority of the items aren't really worth going out of your way to pick up. So, with that said, I also want to go to config here. I want to go to cursor. I want to change this from memory, so it will remember the last option I selected in battle. So if I do magic, the cursor will stay on magic. I won't have to keep moving down. You can also change the color of the background, but I like the color because I changed it with the mod. It's got that more, it just makes the color pop. the avatar pictures are from Final Fantasy VII Remake, I believe. I think that's all I wanted to talk about with that right now, so let's keep moving on. Talk to Biggs, then talk to Jessie, and we're going to break away from Jessie for a second. Instead of following her, we're going to take the right here and come down here and find this little out of the way treasure chest to get a Phoenix down. Then we'll make our way back to Jessie and make our way to the lower part of the reactor.
Push that button for me, will ya?
You got it, Jessie. And go through another little dialogue here with Barrett.
This reactor's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry, and one day, it'll all be gone. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Can you really live with that?
I can and I will. I'd worry less about the planet and more about what's waiting for us down there.
So what is waiting for us down there, Cloud? Do you know? Kind of curious to see what's down here. Ooh, another random battle. So this is one thing that does drive me nuts about the Final Fantasy VII game. It seems like it's the only one this really happens to, but it seems like you fight and then you take like 2 or 3 steps and then you're in another battle. So I don't know. I may, because I'm not good at editing, so I don't know if I will do a lot of editing out battles. So I will try to keep them as quick as possible. But we'll see. I may tinker with it, try to figure out how to do it, and make it look as professional as possible. Because I would like to have an intro to my YouTube channel. For me, I need to come up with a better name than Justin Plays. And I may actually leave that up to y'all. If y'all have any ideas of what I could call this channel, let me know in the comments below.
Press confirm.
Okay, so even in the original game, this drove me nuts. Like, okay, so you're telling me how to jump over gaps and on ladders. Why wouldn't you tell me right here before I even jumped across the gap? It's like, oh, hey, we're going to let you just go ahead and learn how to do it yourself, but as soon as you jump over, we're going to be like, oh, press circle to jump gaps and climb ladders. It was like, what is the point of that? Like, it made no sense. So, alright, let's head down here, pick up this potion, talk to her.
Here.
Oh.
What are you waiting for?
Go on already. Alright, let's make our way down. Try to get this done as quick as possible. Hopefully we don't get another battle. Alright, so you see that triangle spinny looking thing there? That is our save points for Final Fantasy VII. You run up to it after getting into a battle. Hopefully, I think there's just, okay, so there's 3 of them. We'll just go ahead and use a Thunderbolt on you. Barrett, attack him. And just realized I need to rotate Barrett and Cloud, because Cloud is in the back while Barrett's up front, so I don't know how I messed that up. Alright, come on. Alright, so I'm going to pause the game here. Alright, so you see our tag option has changed to limit. The way limits work in this game is you see the colored rainbow on Cloud under limit, and you see Barrett, it's not flashing. Every time you take damage, your limit bar goes up. The more damage you take, the more your limit bar goes up. So if you get like 200 points worth of damage done to you, your limit bar is going to go up a pretty decent amount. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it just every time you take a hit, it doesn't matter how small, how big the damage is, your limit bar will go up. We also have the attack time battle, I think is what it's called, and that is how you know whose turn is coming up. Like right now, you could tell it is Cloud's turn because his ATB is all the way filled, and the top left-hand corner above his picture there is a yellow arrow. That tells you whose turn it is and who you're on. Barrett, he's almost filled up, so his turn will be right after Cloud's. And then, of course, you've got your barrier bar, which is something that we'll... Like, I guess I could talk about it now because I don't really ever use barriers. There'll be a materia in the game that will allow you to put, like, barriers, like a defense barrier around your players, your party members. And, of course, the barriers aren't going to last. So that's pretty much just a countdown on how long the barrier will last. There are 3 different types of barriers, I believe. So you could have up to 3 barrier bars. But right now we only have 1 because we don't have the materia. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and I'll show off. Ooh, do I really want to waste my limit? Actually, I'm going to save my limit and I will show you later. So we're going to go ahead and waste some magic here. Just have Barrett attack. And I need to remember to change him after this battle here. That way we can get Barrett into the back row so he's not taking as much damage. Alright. So... Alright. And we get a potion for that battle. Cool. Alright, so... way saves work. Alright, you see the thing, you run up to it, it'll pop up, press your triangle button, go to, well, while we're in here, let's go ahead and swap these 2 around. Alright, and then after you run into the save point, your save, which is normally blacked out, will be highlighted. You just click on it, go to save, and boom, you're done. That is how saves work in Final Fantasy VII. How low are we? We should be alright. Dang, see? Alright, so here's another part of the battles. This is called a back attack. They got the advantage on us, so they're going to do a little more damage to us. But it can be also reversed. We could get back attacks on them too. It's just random. Does Barry have his limit too? Shit. I guess we'll just have Cloud do all the attacking right now because I don't want to waste our limits. We do have a fight coming up that I would rather use the limit breaks on. Just have him use magic and this should end it. I don't like wasting an MP either because it's... No. Alright, so I'm down to like below 30, so I'm going to go ahead and go to items. I'm going to use this ether to fill up his MP. And we'll continue on. Alright, so there's a green thing in the middle of the floor here. That is materia. Let me kind of go over. I'm not going to go into full detail right now. I can go to status here. So you see under the weapon slot, it says Buster Sword, and under that there's 2 green circles. Those are called materia. And that's where you get your magic and your different, like, there'll be some abilities, materia, like, you know, like I said, I don't really want to go into all the detail right now, but that's pretty much just, like, how you get your magic. So, like, this one is the restore materia, that is a cure materia. So, if you equip it to Cloud or Barrett, or whoever's in your party, they will be able to cast cure in battle and heal your party. But like I said, we'll go more into it after a while.
Nothing left but a pile of rubble. All right, lapdog. Why don't you set up the bomb?
Shouldn't you do this? I'll watch the rear.
As far as I'm concerned, you're the one that needs watching. So go on, do the honors.
Fine.
Wake up. This isn't just a reactor.
Cloud, you okay, buddy? What's going on with you?
I said, what is it? Something wrong?
I'm fine.
Cloud, what did you just do?
What in the hell? You better not have double-crossed us!
Alright, so we are in our first, which is going to be a tutorial boss battle. This is a boss battle for your Final Fantasy VII. He is called Guard Scorpion. Let's go ahead and show off our limits here. Oh, I guess I could have went more into detail with limits, which I'll do after this. Alright, so Cloud's got the Braver, and Barret has Big Shot. And they are a more powerful attack. More powerful, they're more powerful normal attacks pretty much. And that's pretty much how limits work. Like, you just click it and it does like his special ability. And now, since Scorpion Guard is made of metal, we want Cloud to use Thunder. But the one thing you want to be careful of is you don't want to attack too quickly. Because Guard Scorpion, after a certain amount of damage, will put up his tail. And if his tail's up and you attack while it's up, he will counter attack with a laser. And that is a pain in the ass. It does a lot of damage and you don't want that to happen. So I wouldn't go through and just randomly click and get everybody ready for their next turn. I would take your time, because you don't know when, or at least I don't think you know when he'll put it up. So you don't want to just like... So right now, if I would have clicked attack for Barret, he would have attacked after Guard Scorpion had his tail up.
Don't attack when its tail is up. It will counterattack with its laser.
So as I was saying, if I would have attacked right after, or clicked attack right after I selected Cloud, Barret would have attacked while he got his tail up, and then he would have counterattacked with his tail, or with his laser. And like I said, it's a pain in the ass. It does quite a bit of damage, and I really don't feel like wasting potions in this battle. But now that his tail is down, we can have Barret go ahead and attack normally. We just want Cloud to keep using Thunder, because he is weak to lightning. And he's not very tough. He's only got, I think, got 2 moves, which is Search Scope and Tail Attack, and then of course the third one, which if you're smart, he'll never use it because you just don't attack while his tail's up. So after this, I feel like he should be dead after this Thunderbolt, but I could be wrong, and I am wrong. Alright, so after this one, he should be good and done. Come on, how much HP does this guy have? I don't remember him. It didn't take me this long in the last video I did, or well, that I was trying to set up. Like I did, there we go. Alright. Yeah, so in the last video, it didn't take me long. Like, I did my 2 limit breaks, like couple bolts, and then Barret finished him off with his normal weapon attack. Alright, and then they leveled up. Barret went to 7, Cloud went to 8, and we get what looks to be like a new weapon for Barret, which is going to be better than what he has now. So
the alarm. Come on, we gotta move.
So before we take off, let's go ahead
5 minutes to detonate.
Alright, before we take off, let's go ahead and equip Barret with his new weapon. So you see his attack with the Gallatin gun is at 14. If you equip the assault, his attack will go up by 3. So 14 to 17, his attack percentage will go up by 1. That is a lot better than what he has now. So always check that. Always make sure if you pick up a new weapon or defense thing to see if it's better than what they have equipped now, because some will be better than what they have, and then some of them won't. But after all that, I am going to go ahead and end the video here, and I am sorry, Alice, I know you do not like cliffhangers, so I am going to leave you with a cliffhanger. And everybody else, if you really enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe and to leave a comment. I'm actually making some progress on my channel. I'm up to 54 subscribers. I realized that YouTube now has achievements, and I got a notification saying yesterday that I reached 100 views, and that is insane, guys. 100 views, but I'm not getting comments, so I don't know if I'm just like doing something wrong, or if people are just like watching a little bit and like, oh, this guy sucks. Which, yeah, I do suck. My commentary, which today is really, really good, which is weird, but yeah, just remember, like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what I do right, what I do wrong, what I could do better, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a great day.